Hey everyone, Whackjob14 here, bringing you some gameplay and information about the new game mode in Battlefield 1, Supply Drop, which dropped in the Name of the Tsar DLC, DLC number 2 for Battlefield 1. And the first thing to know is that the most obvious thing is the game called Supply Drop is based upon supply drops. They will drop throughout the map, and the objective of the game is for you and your team to get to the supply drops and, quotations, collect the supplies. Really good name there. Really swell, really creative. Anyway, so throughout the game, as you can see here, as soon as I spawn in, this is my first game by the way, that you can have more than one objective. You can have upwards to 3. I haven't seen 4, and I don't think that's an option. From what I've seen, only 3 is the max. And so you'll have 3, 2, or 1 objectives to go to these supply drops. And if you go to them, you can see on my map here, you have a very small window of what is counting, unlike what we're used to in operations. So in the small area, you'll be collecting supplies, where you can start getting points, and where the emblem will start turning blue instead of the red for the enemy team, or white, because no one has it yet. And since it's a very small area, a lot of opportunities for grenade spamming and feeds, you'll see later. Also, a good side note is that when the timer of the supply drop is up, or when the supplies are gone, an elite class will spawn. And that is an important thing to remember, because if one is gone and you're nearby, you're going to have an elite up your butt soon. So another thing to realize is that chaos is going to ensue. Like here, I spawn in not knowing the chaos that is here, and it's just a crap show. It is just a mess there. Fun fact, you can't shoot them down though, like in Call of Duty World War II with the care packages. Can't do that. Just a side note. But it is chaos. The good thing to know is that if another one drops and your team is very communicative, then some of you can stay and capture the one that is already on the ground, and another one, like myself here, can go get the new one that just dropped and get in the area and start immediately capturing it. Important thing to point out, though, is that the more on there, the more supplies you get, the faster you go, etc. So it is helpful to have the whole team on there, but it's based upon your team decision of whether or not you all want to go to 1, or have you guys spread out between 1, 2, or 3. Just remember, though, that the smaller the area, the more guys, the more likely you guys are going to get owned, like with all the artillery fire that rained down there shortly a bit ago. So it's pretty good based objectives, like the set bases for where they can come down are pretty good for the most part. I played about 10 games and I only had problems maybe about 7, to where either my team or the other team had a little bit of an advantage of how close it was to our spawn point. And in the next map, you'll see later on that my team had a really tough time getting to a certain objective, and you can see that once the map pops up here. I didn't do too bad on my first game for not knowing much about it, only seeing the gameplay footage that the DICE gives you when you start it up for the first time. It's like, oh, welcome to Supply Drop, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't do too bad. This is my second game here. I only recorded 3 of the games. The others I kept on going just to get more information about it, to see anything popped up. So here's my team. We were pretty darn good at communicating, which is why we had such a great start, that half of them went to the new objective while I stayed behind. And this is one of the moments where I was talking about where you can see it red, and so you know the enemy team's there, and you can go up and just start getting feeds for dades. Merc would love this because quad feed opportunities are out the wazoo. So do be careful and be wary of your surroundings, and also be careful because once the timer's up, it's gone. Yeah, there is no cover. They don't stay behind. They're immediately gone, and then the elite class pops up like there. When I'm so nice to give it to some guy, because I'm that kind of a guy. And once they drop, they are immediately ready to go. There is no, like in Call of Duty, I want to say Black Ops 2 or maybe Ghost, where the headquarters would come live and there's a delay. But this one is, as soon as they drop down, they're immediately ready to go, and you can start collecting your supplies or getting the points for it. Here's another point, though, where it's just a bottleneck where the guys are at, and you know, you can just go on tears against people, or be an idiot like me and run into a guy with a machine gun that's laying down. Speaking about guys with machine guns laying down, I get killed by a camper here, and I come around because this guy apparently didn't know you get 2 spots to come out of in your spawn for both teams and all maps. So obviously I'm just going to go to the second one and go and kill them, because camping doesn't pay. Neither does crime. And camping is the worst crime of all. You can quote me on that. But while you're doing this, though, while you're playing the new supply drop game mode, don't forget to work on your new guns. There's 2 for each class. There's 2 new pistols. There is a new grenade, kind of. It just replaces your standard one with the Russian one. A little bit different, a little cool. It's a cool thing to put in there. You know, they didn't have to, but you know, they do for authenticity. A lot of them are hard, though. To get them, to unlock them, you do get a melee weapon automatically, though, which is nice. Some are very hard, though, weapon-wise. Some are very easy. One of the pistols are very easy. Well, I guess both are, because there's a lot of kill X amount with X gun, and that's simple. But stuff with like AT mines and repairs, just it's annoying to get. And so I like it out of this game. So I just hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope you learn a little bit about something, and give the channel a like, or subscribe if you're so willing to. And I'll see you guys in the next one.